Hey everyone, you're watching Infinite Growth Garden. My name is Mary and I make videos about houseplants. Yes sir! So, if you like those kinds of videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit all them buttons, and that'd be awesome and cool because doing so helps me to pave a new way in life following my passions, and plants just so happen to be my passions. Okay, today I am going to be ranking my top 10 beginner-friendly houseplants in my beginner-friendly collection. That's what we're working with. Real quick, if I sound croupy, it's because I am. I think I'm coming down with something. Oh well. Starting at number 10, I have the Mandula Pothos. It's very easy to find in the big box stores and obviously very easy to grow, very easy to keep alive. The reason I ranked it number 10 is because it is such a slow grower. It's produced not a lot of new leaves, but it's not vining. But the reason it's in this list is because the variegation is so stunning. Like, it's marbled, it's like a painting. You see the variegation? We found a really nice, a lot of the variegation is minty as well, and I love that. I don't know how well you can see that, but I'm trying. Here's a good leaf right here. Look at that. Yeah, I love the Mandula Pothos. I'm really happy I got it. Ooh, look at this new baby leaf right here. Look. Oh, so cute. Holding the number 10 spot is the Mandula Pothos. Number 9, we have the Philo Brazil, or the Philodendron Brazil. This is also another one pretty easy to find in big box stores, and its variegation is also like a painting. I'm not noticing it vining quickly, like trailing quickly, but it produces a lot of new leaves for me. It is the winter months, and I started really collecting houseplants in late July of 2023. So I only had a good month and a half or so before fall started kicking in, and the growth period just slowed down on my plants. So we'll see how these take during the warm months. I'm so excited. All right, but the variegation on the Philodendron Brazil, I feel like I don't see it getting enough credit online, because look at this. Hold on. This has been my favorite leaf forever. Hang on. Look at that. That looks like somebody took paint and just stroked. It looks like paint strokes. Look, we have a half moon leaf here. It's so beautiful. Some of the leaves, this is a new leaf, it's all soft and tender, but some of the leaves come out almost fully yellow. And that's another thing I love about this plant is the yellow variegation that comes instead of like white or mint or anything like that. Even though my favorite leaf has some spots that are like a combination of the dark green and the yellow, which is almost like the equivalent of mint in a variegated like white plant. The number 9 contender is the Philo Brazil. Coming in 8th place is the Hoya Matilde. Now, this plant you're not really gonna find in big box stores, but you can find it for cheap from individual sellers and local plant stores and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not an expensive Hoya, but it is so cute and so satisfying. This is actually, I believe, the Hoya Matilde Splash, because it does have some splashing, but it's super cute. It's very resilient. It it's a lovely little thing. It's a lovely little precious guy. Never hurt no one. And yeah, the reason it is my number 8 is because I haven't had it for the longest time. I've only had it for a few weeks now. So I'm still kind of gauging, you know, the process of growing this plant. I don't know if it's a slower grower or a faster grower. I think I do have some new growth coming in up here. Let me see if I can show you that. I think that's new growth because there, it looks like there's the little leaf buds right there. But yeah, this is such a cute plant. Like look at that delicate little splashing in the leaves here. Do you see? Am I showing you okay? Or am I just failing miserably? Whatever. Okay. At number 7, I have the purple passion plant. This you can find at big box stores. Easy peasy. It's a fast grower, and as long as you give it the right amount of water and the right amount of light, it comes in this vibrant purple, and it has these little fuzzies that just makes it look like it's glowing. It makes it look iridescent. It's so pretty. Again, it's a fast grower. I got this a few months ago and it's like shot off. It's not slowing down in the winter. It's crazy. I had it on this little stake right here and it was about that to there maybe. And then look. Yeah, the reason it's in my number 7 spot is because it needs water all the time. Like every time I turn around, it's drooping. And I'm like, dude, I watered you like 4 days ago. What do you mean? So it's a bit of a drama queen, but as soon as you water it, it acts like nothing ever happened. So yeah. Our purple passion vine comes in at number 7. Look, it's like literally giving me a hug. Love the purple passion vine. Coming in at number 6 is the philodendron white knight. I got really lucky with my white knight. I rescued this out of a dumpster. And it just so happened, okay, it had this leaf, and this leaf when I got it. So it has put out this leaf, and that's all. But it is popping out a new one right here. I'm excited to see what he looks like because it's been popping out these super variegated leaves. So I'm excited because this one looks like it might not be as variegated. So we will see. The reason I ranked it number 6 is because I don't know if it's just me, but my new leaves come out with like little brown markings and little brown spots. I don't know if you can see, like there's some right there. There's one right there. Yeah, it came out like that. And I don't know why. I've tried to diagnose it. There's no pest or anything on this plant that I can find. So I don't know. But that is why I ranked it number 6, is because it's not quite right. Number 5 is your standard heartleaf philodendron. This plant is so easy to grow. It's easy peasy. Barely needs nothing. Never asks for nothing. Just a little bit of water here and there. But this plant is such a fast grower. It's already, this vine here was just a little leaf and now it's like to there. I got these from cuttings. A lady gave me a cutting of this and I chopped it into 2 and it's just taken off. It's done so well and the bottoms are chewed up because I have a cat. She's fine. She never like eats anything. She just nibbles. She's not as bad about it now. When I first started getting plants, she was really curious, but she leaves them alone a lot more now, so we're good. But Yeah, this is such a beautiful plant. Like, the heart shape is so defined and it's so easy to grow. It's just very low maintenance, and these plants like this, plants that are low maintenance and easy to care for, are what gives us not only the experience but the confidence to grow more complex plants, I feel. So, especially like a plant this beautiful. I mean, look at the size of that heart. Love this plant. And so yes, comes in at number 5. Number 4, is this gonna be number 4? Number 4 is my little tiny baby spider plant. Precious little guy. This was just one pup from my fiance's mom's giant spider plant, and I didn't even stick this in water first. I put it directly into soil, and it has just popped off. Like, it was tiny when I got it, and now it's this big. I actually have another one I got from her. That one did require to be put in water. I tried putting it in soil first, and it was acting like it was gonna fail. So I put it in water, and it's got roots, so I'm gonna be able to plant that soon. Really excited. But yeah, this is super easy to care for, fast grower, sizes up really quickly, doesn't require much, is just your friend. That's all it wants, is to be your friend. So yeah, this is the spider plant, and look at its little curls. The essence of curl, the essence of cute, precious Spidey plant. Coming in at number, what are we at, 3? Coming in at number 3 is the beautiful Hoya Bertonier. This is also available at big box stores on occasion. It's where I got it. I got it at Lowe's. This plant is just stunning. And I know it's a very basic Hoya, it's not expensive, but you can't tell me that it isn't just as satisfying to look at than other Hoya. Like, yeah, this plant is beautiful. It's long, trailing. It's already starting to trail a lot more down here, starting to get some new growth. And from what I've heard, I haven't had this plant for very long, but from what I heard, it is a fast and an abundant bloomer, and it has some really pretty, like, hot pink blooms. So I'm really excited to see that once it comes time for it to bloom. And also, it takes to new soil and a new pot really quickly. Like, when I first got this, I had to divide the roots because there were so many in there and it just wasn't in healthy soil. So I made, aside from this, I think I made 2 or 3 more plants out of this, and a lot of propagations. All those propagations took. Every one of those propagations took. Every single one of the other plants that I made out of the main root system, whatever, all of those have succeeded. All of them have been thriving. They don't ask for nothing. They're there for you. Yeah. I love the Hoya Bertonier. And plus, look at this, like, dark maroon sun stressing. It's so pretty. It's just a very enchanting plant. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the Bertonier. Number 2 is the Philodendron micans. When I first started seeing this plant online, I was so excited to get one because, to me, the velvet, like, the beautiful, just velvet, delicate leaves of this plant, the sheen that it gives off, just made it, like, it made my heart pump real fast. And I really wanted this plant, and I actually got given a cutting of it, and then I bought a little starter of it, and I had some issues with it at first, and I found out that those issues were fungus gnats, which I was honestly really glad about because I was terrified of thrips being on this plant, but it's not thrips. Thank God. I haven't had to deal with thrips yet. So, yeah, this plant, I just put it on this moss pole, and it seems to be taking to it pretty well. I mean, it's not rooted in yet, obviously, but the leaves are starting to turn direction. Yeah, I think it's gonna be really pretty once it starts growing and sizing up, but it's actually a really fast grower. It's always putting out new leaves. Like, there's a new leaf. Where else? Where else? There's a new leaf. Where else? Where else? Well, I promise I'm not lying to you, because I'm seeing new leaves on this new leaves. I'm seeing new leaves on this all the time. So, yeah, but it's just so beautiful. The velvet tops are so satisfying to just touch. It's so satisfying to look at, easy to grow. It just wants to be a friend to you. It wants to give you compliments. You know, it's that kind of friend. It takes pleasure in making you feel good about yourself. You know, it's that kind of friend. So I'm a big fan of the philodendron micans. I recommend this plant to anybody. It's not expensive. I have not seen this plant in a big box store, but it's readily available at small business plant shops for not very expensive, and you can also find it from individual sellers online for not very expensive at all. It's a readily available plant. It's just not really at big box stores that I have seen. So that was number 2. My philo micans. Totili, 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 da. Totili, 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 da. Okay, I'm gonna stop. So, number 1 is my string of hearts. Yes, the string of hearts. A plant that we all know and love. This is actually a combo pot. This has the variegated string of hearts and the typical string of hearts. It's a little combo pot, and I've gotten so many babies already out of this plant. When I got it, I actually got it on a trade. This plant was like probably 6 feet long. It was taller than me. I only cut a little bit off at first, but not too long ago I gave it a long haircut because it was pretty leggy. I gave it, I cut it to like there, and it's already grown so much. This plant is very easy. It is very easy. It's a very fast grower. It takes to propagation like that. Like it reproduces, if you know what I mean. I haven't seen this plant in big box stores, but it's another one that is readily available at plant shops, and readily available, abundantly available, if you will, online from individual sellers. Etsy is a really good place to buy plants. I haven't bought plants from Etsy yet, but I've read a lot of accounts from people, a lot of reviews from shops on Etsy. Like, a lot of people in the plant community have talked about how Etsy is actually a really good place to order plants. So when I order plants online, I will definitely go to Etsy first. I've used Etsy for a long time, so yeah, it's just, even though you don't really find this at the big box stores, it's just, when you do find it, it's so easy to grow. It don't ask for nothing. It's there for you. It wants to give you love. It wants to give you hugs. Like the string of hearts plant, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with this precious one. This precious gift of nature. And so yeah, that was my number 1. I'm gonna put it right here in view. Alright everyone, well that was my little video ranking the top 10 houseplants in my beginner collection. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope if you're new to the houseplant world, you've gained some insight on what plants you might want to get next. And I just hope you had a fun time hanging out with me. I know I have a really fun time making these videos, and I'm gonna keep doing it because I've found out that I love it so much. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're having a blessed and beautiful day, and I will see you next time. As always, keep on planting on. Bye.